Hey guys, this is Steve with the Land Collector Deviants
Hi, I'm Graven.
from Raven Wolf,
Well, yeah.
Awesomeness of Artists.
Yeah, Art of Raven Wolf, all that good stuff.
And here we are doing our every 2 weeks drinking with Graven and Steve.
Yeah.
So drinking with gas. Trish has joined.
Yeah, hi Trish, how are you?
Well,
Sorry,
hi.
we didn't have a lot of advertising this week because
Yeah.
our program director has been sick. First in the hospital, then sick. She come up with all kinds of excuses to be lazy.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Hope everybody had a... Hey Chase.
Hey son, how are you?
Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, went down to see some family, hung out, had a good time. The in-laws were able to cook some food. It was kind of fun. I enjoyed it. Chill out, relax, First year I didn't have to really cook for myself, It was nice. I liked it.
We went the easy way. I cooked the turkey, but everything else was already pre-made.
There you go, man.
With Trish having the surgery and everything, it's like,
That's fair.
I'm not doing a million different things.
No, I used to cook for a long time for everyone. I cooked these big meals, and after a while, I just really not in a position where I can do that as much. So.
Well, and as we get older, like when I was a kid, tradition, it was big, but now tradition doesn't exist much anymore.
Seems that way. It seems like it's going the way of the dodo bird.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean,
extinct, if you will.
There's a few things that I like to try to keep tradition, but I mean, hell, like we were talking about earlier, it was tradition that Black Friday was actually on Friday.
Yeah, it's not anymore.
Now Thanksgiving is let's hurry up and scarf some food down and let's go
wait in line at the stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gone by the way.
Did you hear the story where the people were out camping with tents and somebody dressed up as a polar bear and destroyed all their tents?
No.
Went through the parking lot destroying tents. He got arrested for doing that, but the guy's my hero. It's pretty hilarious.
Dressed up like a polar bear.
You see pictures of him being handcuffed as the polar bear. That was hilarious.
So Chase, what have you been up to?
I think lately he's been playing Red Dead Redemption Beta. I think he's playing lately. I could be wrong.
Red Dead 2. He's doing the online. That just
so.
came on like yesterday.
Yeah. He just started showing me his character that he created and stuff like that. So it seems pretty cool.
Is he a manly man or is he a girly man?
I think he's a manly man from what I could see. I don't know what constitutes the manly man thing, but yeah.
Well, it's the Old West.
Yeah.
Are you John Wayne?
Yeah. Are you Billy the Kid? Yeah. Yeah, Chase is a big country Western fan. He watches all those movies. He's an old school guy.
Hey, I grew up on Gunsmoke.
He used to watch Gunsmoke all the time. Yeah.
One of my favorite shows.
And The Rifleman. He used to watch that a lot.
Have Gun Will Travel.
Yeah. My father watched a lot of that stuff. I don't know. I got tired of watching the Western stuff growing up because I had a real problem with the native stuff. As always, the natives were the savage, they were the mean guys type situation. I got tiresome after a while.
So I'm gonna, while we're on that subject.
Yeah.
Did you hear that they're now banning Little House on the Prairie books?
No, I didn't hear that.
Because what was it, Trish? Because they called the Indian savages or something like that.
No, because Ma, Laura's mother,
Ma,
said that there's a question in the books that says, "Do you like Indians?" And Ma says, "No, I don't." And then she says, "Why?" And she goes, "Just because." And
they're saying now that Little House on the Prairie is a racist book and it has to be banned, and they're getting rid of Laura Ingalls Wilder, who wrote the books.
Oh wow!
And if you read the books, it's really, if you read the books and read through them, it's actually Pa and Laura and all of them actually make friends with the Native Americans and show
I've heard that before,
show other people that they're not as bad.
As there seems.
There's some that are and there's some that are not.
Gotcha.
And back in the day, Ma's theory of being scared of them is actually brought on by society of that time frame.
Yeah, that's true.
So getting rid of them is just perpetuating the problem.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, son, how are you?
Hey, Xander, we missed you tonight. You missed some good burritos.
Good eating. Yeah.
Good burritos followed by Budweiser Copper Lager. Whoa. Make sure you tag Budweiser. Show it. I am doing their Copper Lager, which is a limited edition. Yeah, it's actually mixed or helped by Jim Beam.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think what's weird, it is a big issue lately, though. I've been noticing with the whole banning of books, banning of movies, things like that. I understand the necessity of trying to review things and see, hey, where do they fit in our culture now? But on the same topic, that was the society then. And on top of it's kind of a weird situation because they're trying to erase culture. They're trying to erase history. They're trying to erase history because they don't want. It's basically, hey, this is all the bad stuff we've known for doing, and we want to erase all that like it never happened. So what happens is once you lose that history, or once you lose that knowledge, as generations continue to grow, then it's not going to ever exist. You're going to deem to repeat that possible mindset or the things that are out there. So. Hey, Nathan.
Yeah, well, but we've talking about how the society is actually becoming a big downfall on a lot of things.
Yeah.
But we won't get into politics and all that.
No.
I think
that's interesting because I think that the same thing happened with a lot of Mark Twain's books. Again, a lot of things like Kill a Mockingbird has got a lot of bad stuff. Again, that was the sign of the times. This history.
Exactly. And like what Trish was saying, how she never flat out said why, but just because they didn't like the Indians, Native Americans.
No,
I'm sorry, I'm still old as Indians.
You're good.
But it was that time period. That is what Laura Ingalls Wilder grew up with.
Yeah.
She
was painting a picture of her current society when she wrote those books.
Exactly. So to turn around and say now what? 100 years later, I don't know how old it is, but now it's deemed wrong.
Yeah.
People had you know this because it's your ancestry, but people had that fear. Hey Nathan, how you doing tonight?
Nathan works on all those amazing cosplays.
Oh yes.
Him and his wife.
Yep.
Catherine. Beautiful stuff. Love it.
Nat Cat cosplay?
Yeah, they cosplay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I like it all. Yeah, I think the recent one he's been showing around is the Dead Space one, I believe. He's working on a couple of new ones, I'm sure.
He has a great steampunk Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, yeah, with the werewolf, yeah, exactly.
And also, I love his Spawn.
Yeah, the Violator one's really good. The Skeletor one's good.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one in a long time.
The Mad Max one he did was really good.
Oh, she's just now tagging Budweiser.
Sorry.
Well, we got you on, Nathan. Are you gonna be there on Sunday at Infinity Toy and Christmas Con?
Right, Holiday Con, yeah. He probably is most likely.
Well,
Tries to get around.
He tries to get around.
Mm-hmm. Are you excited for the show? Are you guys coming out this weekend?
Oh yeah. You know we're coming out.
Yeah.
I got a special surprise for people who come out.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're not going to talk about it. But
all right. That's cool. That's cool.
If they want to know, they have to come.
They have to come to the show.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But we'll definitely be there. Set up with Monica. Will be set up with the Art of Ravenwolf, and I actually will be there helping out Big J Toys. Set up over there. So. Yeah, it should be a good show. Louis does a lot of great shows. One of the many great promoters here in, Florida. There's a lot of them. A lot of good ones out there.
And a few bad, but
yes, this is true. This is true. Very true.
So last weekend, you did the Etsy Holiday Craft Fair.
Yeah, Etsy pop-up show with Noah and Melissa, who runs.
I just like naming the shit myself.
Yeah, it's okay. You're like Mikey from the Turtles. You name your villains.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's good, man. It'd be nice to see you. You come on out. I know every time you come out, I'm usually busy or talking to somebody, so thanks for all the support that you do for the shows, is coming out supporting them as well as supporting the artists and the vendors there, man. We really appreciate it, man.
Talking about great promoters.
There you go.
Tom Rupp just showed up.
Mr. Rupp shows up, yes.
Hey, Tom, how's it going? And just because you missed it, we'll show you. It's Budweiser Copper Lager is what we're trying tonight. It's a new limited edition thing that they're working with Jim Beam. And to be honest with you, tastes like Budweiser.
Yeah, nothing's too fancy. Too fancy. Nothing like those Coronas that Mr. Rupp enjoyed the time he was on.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not a big beer drinking guy either, so I'm not an expert in any of that type of stuff.
Well, I was going off of
the flavor.
The flavor.
Yeah.
It's like, that actually sounded pretty
Jim Beam
good.
bourbon barrel stabs or a toasted oak aroma, they say. Very good.
Sorry.
We'll be doing the Budweiser commercial. It's has a deliciously nutty taste with a caramel rye and vanilla notes with a smooth finish. And unfortunately, with all of that, it still tastes like beer.
Yeah, just beer.
It still tastes like beer.
It doesn't even taste like a lager. It's not a lager. It's a beer.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not a beer connoisseur, so I can't differentiate between what's a lager and what's a beer. I know what stouts are. Lager and stout always seems to blend for me mentally. Again, if I was a award-winning beer drinker, I would probably understand it.
by the time we're done with the shows, you're going to be.
I'm more on those taste testers, if you will, taste sippers,
Hey,
if you will.
you've been keeping up with me the last few shows.
Trying.
Hey Jim, how you doing tonight?
Mr. Moore, how are you?
So Tom, we're gonna see you on Sunday, or
I'm pretty sure he'll be there. Yeah. I look forward to seeing him. He'll be there. And then after, we've got Infinity Toy and Holiday Con coming up, right? And I know that the weekend after that, I think we have Jekyll and Hyde Con, Jekyll Con coming up, 8th and 9th.
I believe so, yes. I apologize, I'm having technical difficulties.
Oh, you're okay. And then, but one thing I do want to point out, we're starting the new year out with a very cool and amazing show, The Land Comics and Collectibles show happening January 13th.
Yeah, but that's like
I am
2 months away.
I'm putting it in there anyway because I'm excited to be involved. So.
You're just excited because you did the logo.
I'm excited because it's a good show. You can go there and find anything you want.
It's a very good show. I come back with a lot of stuff. But it's 2 months away. It's Tom.
All right, I got you.
Because then I might have to have Tom back on the show and. Okay, that's good. See, we're gonna have Tom on the show. I'm gonna have to get more Coronas just so we can do the land.
Yes, this is true. And new banners and everything.
But Tom has. I will be honest and not joking. Tom has done a great job keeping that show to the level or better than what it was when Jim has it. I don't think. I'm gonna say he's matched it. I'm not gonna say it's better than what Jim had it because that was Jim's baby.
Yeah, Jim did it for a while, right?
That was his for years upon years. Tom took it over, I think, fully this year. I think he was still partnering with Jim last year.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I wasn't aware of all the inner workings of that going on until I found out, when I was doing the stuff with the land, the website and all that stuff, so. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate it, man.
I don't know. I can't see the website. Might be because I don't go onto the website.
Yeah, it's possibly that. Excited to have a chance to do that.
But Graven does great on the logos. He did our logo. You guys know. He does websites. He's always for hire.
Yeah.
I get 10% because I'm like pitching.
Yeah, it's amazing. I actually do work. It's insane. Not many people know that.
9 years for Jim.
9 years for Jim. Very cool. Very cool, man. I didn't realize he had done it for that long. As far as the Deland show. That's cool. It's kind of like a nice little pocket show. It's just right there. It's kind of got its own little following. It just always continues to have a good turnout every year.
Oh, yeah. I like it because it's inside.
Yeah.
Especially because it's always cold about that time of year.
True.
I always feel sorry for Phantasmagoria.
Yeah,
because she's always
those people, he says. Yeah. They're awesome too.
Well, they're awesome, and the only reason she breathes fire is just to say one.
Have you ever seen their live show? Not just at the conventions when they pop out.
No.
I had the pleasure of seeing them a few years back with artist Nathan Zerdy, his wife Stephanie. We went out with them. We saw one of their holiday. It was a Halloween showing, I believe it was, that we got a chance to see, and it was at the Fringe event, the Fringe Theater type stuff, and it was great. They're really good at what they do when it comes to putting on a show, an actual theater trope, and actually making you in the moment, that feeling. They don't play around. They're really actually quite well at what they do. So if you have a chance to catch them, I would definitely do that. So.
Well, I'd like to catch some of the females.
So now we know where he's going to be a moth to the flame, right? The fire.
I'm sure he will be.
Is the fire eaters out? Are they dancing around? So Steve, we know where Steve's at. Comics, what comics?
Hey Lee, how's it going?
Hey,
Actually, I don't go to the land for comics.
You go for the toys?
I go for the toys and collectibles.
All right. I thought you go to Living Dead for that.
Well, I do go to Living Dead for my comics, not for my toys and collectibles.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's Lee.
Oh, no. I had a chance when you guys would always tell me go to Living Dead. I honestly didn't realize where they were at. You guys would tell me, and I was like, well, I don't really know of a comic store that's in that area. And so by happenstance, I decided to drive around those areas, and we found it. And I walked into it, and it was kind of like a step back. Not in a negative way, because wow, this feels like comics I grew up with. It felt like the stores I grew up with,
It's the mom and pop shop that we all grew up with.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Toys hanging from the ceiling,
Yeah.
collectibles everywhere.
Now, what I really liked about it is that I could walk there and sit on the wall and see books that are on none of the other stores, but they had it on the wall. And I'm like, wow, I can actually take a look at this and not see it online only, or see it in a preview of catalog. It's actually there. I can take a look at it, So it was definitely cool.
I'm going to say Living Dead has one of the largest independent
sections.
Sorry.
Oh, I agree. No, I agree.
They have it.
They absolutely do.
Lee is a very big supporter of the independents, and
yeah,
he has one of the largest selections of them.
That's cool. Hello, Joshua. How are you, man? Thanks for coming on.
And see, also with Living Dead, you get the mom and pop feeling. With the toys coming, you also get the grouchy old man sitting there yelling at everybody.
Who's the grouchy old man?
That'd be Lee.
I've never seen him to be grouchy, but then I'm not around him as much as you guys are.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, I'm doing a piece of work for Lee. I'm trying to get it all carved out and designed right before I finalize it. He's told me he loves ElfQuest a lot.
Yes, he does.
He's a big ElfQuest fan. Is that understatement?
That's an understatement and a half.
Yeah. So I'm trying to work out a piece for him that I think he's going to enjoy. It's just that it has a unique style to it. The whole ElfQuest art style is completely unique to its own. So I grew up seeing it. I never had a chance to really read it. So I'm not an expert with it, but I definitely know what it's all about. I think it ended its run officially.
Yep.
Recently. And I'm sure that probably left some hearts broken there.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's been going on for a while. I mean, It's a super long-running book, if I'm correct.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was a book that got Lee, this is from what he was telling us, that got him interested in comics.
Gotcha.
That was the book that changed him. And now he's living the dream. He has his own store, has his own employees to smack around every once in a while.
I always wanted my own comic shop. Have you ever wanted your own comic shop?
Oh, yeah. That's because Cutter... I'll talk to you. Cutter wants to get his own comic book store, and I'm going to be the not-so-silent partner.
Gotcha.
No, you're being a dumbass. Do not do that.
That should be your name tag, the not-so-silent partner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sounds like a creeper, doesn't it?
Well, you got Silent
Bob. Yeah.
So it's the not-so-silent Steve.
Yeah, there you go. Not-so-silent Steve. Tell him, Steve Dave. Yeah. No, I definitely think that's something that is lacking. I think it's not the stores aren't lacking. I guess it's just the personality sometimes and how some stores are handled.
Yeah,
there's so many of them going on.
I like the smaller shops. I like the Infinite Mushroom out in
I haven't been to
Titusville.
that one. I still have to go out.
It's a nice small shop. It's still, they know who you are when you come through the door.
Mhm.
You don't have to go every week, every day for them to remember who you are.
They just know.
They see you.
So, Cruz.
About time, Cruz. Jesus.
Yeah, we've been waiting on you.
Like
what time
for
is it?
10 episodes.
My goodness. He's like, I got better things to do than watch you guys.
Oh no, he always is so upset when he misses us.
Ah, okay. So this is actually the first time he's on.
No, he
Thought he'd come on a couple of
he's
times
come on a
before.
couple, but
Okay.
he's missed the last couple
Oh,
episodes.
gotcha. Okay.
So he's kind of got fired over it.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Cruz. But no, like that's. I hate to say it, Coliseum, so corporate.
Mm-hmm.
You go in there, unless you're there every day, every week, they don't
Yeah.
know who the hell you are.
Yeah.
You can go to any of these, like Lee, you might not be there for 2 months and he'll still remember who the hell you are, and will continue a conversation that you had within that 2 months. The same with Rick, like I said, that out there at the Infinite Mushroom. The small ones, they're more intimate.
Mm-hmm.
They know their clientele.
Yeah. Well, I think that there was a point back in the day when Coliseum was very much like that.
It was. And now I think, me personally,
Mm-hmm.
and I know they're probably going to see this video, so, hey guys, I'm sorry, it's my opinion,
Yeah.
but grew too big too fast.
Gotcha.
And kind of, to me, lost touch with,
The consumer?
yeah.
Gotcha.
There's been a couple instances
Mm-hmm.
where me as a consumer knows more than the person.
Employees that's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I get told the response is that they didn't know what it was because they only deal with independents.
Gotcha.
Well, to me, if you're working in a comic book store, you may not have to read everything.
Yeah.
But at least
It's hard
have
to keep
general,
up, of course, but definitely keep a general knowledge of it.
Yeah, especially if it's mainstream.
Or have an expert,
Marvel,
someone there that's close, that's working, that can help teach and grow that area.
and know your background.
Yeah.
Never tell somebody that two characters never ever existed in any comic ever.
Mm.
When I can walk back to your back issues and pull it up and say, look,
That happened to you?
yeah.
Wow.
It actually happened to a friend of mine
Mm.
that he was asking, oh no, these two characters have never ever been in a comic together.
Mm.
X-23 and Cable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's common sense. But then we're in that industry, so it's common sense to us. Might not be for the norm.
But if you're working behind there,
Oh yeah,
how
you
hard-
have to know. You
How
have to
hard
know.
is it? And I'm going to say, Frankie, who used to own Living Dead before Lee.
Mm.
If I had a question with something, 2 seconds. Give me 1 second.
You look it up.
He would look it up.
Yeah, I think a lot of people try to be all-knowing, and they don't really understand how. Sometimes they forget how to be humble and say, "Look, you know what? Let me just check." You know, I don't think anybody has to know everything. I don't think anybody who works in a comic shop has to know everything about every comic book. But
No,
they need to be.
that's why we have a Tom.
What's the name of Tom,
We
right?
have a Tom,
Yeah,
and Tom knows everything. And
I think you have to at least be willing to learn and be welcoming to the knowledge.
Yeah.
Of trying to gain that knowledge of understanding. You know, so.
and don't make it seem like the customer is bothering you.
Yeah, that happens a lot. It happens a lot, and I can actually say that I have dealt with that firsthand at Coliseum. And I hate to say that. I mean, I have, and I'm not singling out. It's just I've had those types of experiences at different stores, not just Coliseum through my.
Yeah.
But there has been a few times. Now, mind you, on the other end, there's been times where I've had opportunities and purchased from Coliseum, and I've gained some respect for some of the employees that work there that remember me and do know me. But then a couple months later, they're not there no more.
Yeah.
And so, like, okay, well, now I feel like I have to start all over again. So that can be a little uncomfortable to the customer.
Not everything, but 99.9999% of the time, you know everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with Tom, here's another thing, and I joke about him all the time. I had questions one time. He didn't know the answer, but within a day, he had come back to me with an answer.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Try at least,
Because it's one of those He knows people that he can call.
For
He
sure.
does not, and that's what he did with
Yeah.
the question I had.
Yeah.
He called somebody. He was able to get back to me by the next morning.
Yeah, that's important to do.
And me, it's one of those that I would love to say I know comics and all this, but I still have my questions. Oh
Yeah.
my God, am I getting ripped off?
Yeah.
It's like I want it. I want that comic. I want it, but these people know I want it that bad.
Mhm.
So are they raising the price on me? Are they?
Gotcha.
I don't know the value behind it.
Gotcha.
To me, it's invaluable.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
But am I really getting screwed? No.
Right, no, I understand what you're saying. Well, at least we got some solid ones around.
Oh, yeah.
That we can go to. That's good.
I mean, and I'm telling you guys, if you're at a convention and Lee's there or Tom's there and you have a question about somebody else that's selling a comic, they will help you, know if it's the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because at one time I went to Lee, he told me, if you don't buy it, I'm going to, type thing.
That makes it eager for you to want to buy it now.
And then there was another time that I came to Tom. He's like, I've seen better. Did you check this? Did you check that?
Yeah.
And what he told me to look for, I got to looking for it. It's like I didn't want to. It was a great comic,
Mm-hmm.
very rare, all that. But the condition it was in, to me wasn't worth what they were asking.
Gotcha.
And Tom at no point ever told me not to buy it.
Gotcha.
He just said, look at these.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's one of those that's why I love having a Tom or a Lee. I mean, those are my two go-to guys when it comes to books.
Gotcha. I don't do much collecting in that way anymore, so I don't really have that ability to do that like I used to. I used to for all the time, but now it's not as lucrative for me to do it anymore. So at one point maybe I'll have a chance, but it's hard for me to keep up nowadays. I just can't really keep up with all the stuff that's going on.
No, you can't. I just went and picked up my pulls from Lee. I have a half of a short box full.
Oh, really?
Full. I know it's been a couple months since
Yeah.
I've been there, and that's another nice thing about Lee. He knows that I'm coming for it. I'm not.
Yeah, he's not going to put it away.
Yeah.
But then it's on top of it, you train, like I've talked about this with my buddy Rick as well as other people. We train we train people on how to treat us, and it also happens within retail and within the comic industry. You train your customers what to expect, and you customers also can train you on what to expect of them. And you've got to be careful on how it goes. There are customers that take advantage of comic stores, and as far as the subscription-based process and everything. So you definitely got to keep that in mind when it comes to you holding books. Because sometimes they'll hold on the books for months. A person's moved, never told them. They never had that courtesy, and they're stuck holding the bag with all these books that could have been given to somebody who was genuinely eager to buy them. So, and another thing too. I mean, I know it takes a lot. It takes a lot of time. Maybe some stores do it. I mean, again, like I said, I'm not into it 100% anymore, so I can't say yay or nay. But I think contacting customers is important too. And some stores won't do it. They'll just pull the stuff and just expect them to come in, and they'll forget. People forget. They have busy lives sometimes. So.
I mean, and that's the nice thing. Lee knows I ain't gonna forget. Sometimes I'm just keep gushing about Lee. It's one of those. He even knows, and I tell him all the time too, that for the most part, if there's something interesting that comes out, even though I haven't been there for a month, he'll pull it aside.
Oh, cool.
This is something I thought you might be interested in.
That's cool.
And you don't see that at Coliseum.
No.
You don't see that at the big stores. That's what the little stores. I know this is what you read and this and that. Except for Lee, Cosmic Ghost Rider. Okay. Got his little mini series going on. And Lee's telling me, well, I always pull everything that's Ghost Rider for you, and I always pull everything Punisher. Well, what is Cosmic Ghost Rider?
He doesn't know?
Well, he knows. It dawned on to him after I asked him if he got it. And he's like, oh yeah, I pull you Ghost Riders, I pull you Punishers, Hellboys, Turtles. And I said, what is Cosmic Ghost Rider? He's Punisher and Ghost Rider. He
I haven't read the book all the way. I've read the first 2 issues, but so far it was funny because the artwork inside kind of put me off a little bit because it was kind of very Not bad, just more exaggerated. So, but the more and more I read, it's like I kind of like this. I like kind of where they're going with it. It's kind of fun, kind of crazy. It kind of reminds me of the old what if days. You know, like what would happen if this person was this person, or if that happened to that person. So I just like Juggerduck in it. So that's pretty cool.
I don't know. I don't have the series.
No, I know you don't. Once you find out soon enough.
I told him once it comes to trade or graphic novel, let me know. I'll just get the whole series that way.
Yeah.
I'll eventually get them separate, but at least so I can read the story.
Of course.
See, he's already yawning over here.
It's one little drink. I'm not even done with it. I'm already tired. Definitely been a long few weeks. Definitely tired.
And it's just gonna get worse with the holidays coming.
Yeah, for sure. Very much so. Very much so. Hopefully everybody had a good holiday. Was able to spend some time with family and friends.
Tom's wife, her birthday was on Thanksgiving.
Oh, really? Okay.
So Tom got a twofer.
All right.
I don't know.
He's making up as he goes, folks.
Yep, that's the only way to do it.
So what else is going on, buddy?
Well, we were talking about Titans.
Yeah, we were.
So let's talk about Titans.
Okay.
Now, see, I like the series.
Okay.
I really do.
That's our visual effects and sound department there for you, folks.
That was indigestion. No, I really like it. I can't wait to see what DC's coming up with more. I can't wait to see Doom Patrol.
Gotcha.
I'm excited for that. Of course, Young Justice.
It's got announced January 4th.
Was it 4th? I thought it was 7th.
4th, yeah.
4th,
yeah,
okay.
January 4th, even sooner.
4th?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Watch the
Put it
trailer.
on the Friday.
Yeah, it's on the Friday. So I'm excited for that one. Titans, I do like some of the stuff about it, but honestly, I'm not too impressed with it. It's been, in certain areas, it's really been bothering me. So I'm trying to kind of just continue to watch it through and see where it's going. It seems very like a jumbled mess to me with certain characters.
Well, I told you this last episode. Spoiler alert! It was stupid. It made no sense to the storyline to me.
Mm-hmm.
It made no sense at all. Just, at least coming up to this point, it's followed something.
Right.
This one, I think they said, okay, we don't have anything. Let's just throw
wrap it up and make it a throwaway episode.
Yeah.
Hello, Jimmy. How's it going, man? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you.
But yeah, the only thing I wish with the DC network is they need to put some more stuff on.
Yeah, that's what the biggest complaint I have with it. Like, cause it's now what 2.5 months, 3 months so far it's been on, and it's been very, I hate to use the term, but droll. Because a lot of the stuff on there I've watched already. You know, and maybe that means I have no life. You know, for all the years that stuff has been coming out, I've been watching it. But I put a lot of stuff on in the background while I work. So I've watched a lot of that stuff over and over and over again. But there's more DC stuff than what's up there.
Oh yeah.
Unless I'm looking at it wrong.
Well, and I did find out sometimes if you go into the search, you can find more.
Really?
Yeah. Because I knew Ninja Batman was on there.
Yeah.
But if you go through, it's like they took it off.
I wasn't too happy with that. Did you watch it?
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I wasn't too happy with it.
Because I went to, like I said, and it's like, I can't find it. Where is it?
Yeah.
So I went into the search and boom, it showed up. But if you go to the normal, go through the movies, animated movies, it wasn't in the lineup anymore. But I knew I saw it there.
Yeah.
I wanted to see it. I knew it wasn't going to be any good.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see it.
Of course.
I really like Gotham by Gaslight.
Gaslight, yeah.
I really
that
like
was decent, right? You like
yeah.
That? Yeah. That was decent. I like that one.
That's the only nice thing about the DC thing is some of these movies that I'm not going to pay the
$6, $7, or it's a rent. You can actually go see it.
I can actually see it on there.
Yeah. There's as much as a lot of people's like, oh, all the DC animation stuff is good. It is decent. There are some that are really hit and miss for me. It's not me being picky, but right now, still the upper echelon for me is Under the Red Hood. Under the Red Hood is still very good for me. I like that one. I do like the translation of The Dark Knight. You know, those two back-to-back ones, the Frank Miller run type story. Those are really done well. what was it? The
I like Justice League Dark myself.
oh, I like Justice League Dark. Absolutely, I did too. Yeah,
That
I want to see more of those characters.
Oh, I can't wait till Swamp Thing. It's
Yeah,
like
me
the
too.
new year can't come.
And
fast
James
enough.
Wan's doing Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
So with all the hype that's happening, because the review embargo, I think, is lifted on Aquaman. And things have been coming out for Aquaman. So far, it's been well reviewed.
Oh yeah.
So
Everything.
if that's an indication of what he's doing for the movie, what he's doing for the Swamp Thing series, I think we got another hit on our hands.
Oh yeah. It's just like they keep promising us this stuff and teasing us. It's like when I go on there, the only thing, okay, it's Friday, I can watch Titans.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it.
You know.
Yeah, and it's funny enough, and that sounds really cheesy, but I really liked watching the old Swamp Thing TV series. You remember the old Swamp Thing TV series?
I think it's Saturdays, Heroes and Icons channel.
Mm-hmm.
They still play
Oh, they
it.
still play it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
American. What the hell? What is his name? Trish. American Hero. All American Hero.
Greatest
Greatest American
Okay,
Hero.
William Cat.
Yeah. They play that.
Uh-huh.
They play Swamp Thing. The old Hulk.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I grew up watching a lot of that older stuff. I really appreciate it. It's something weird too, like Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I used to love watching that as a kid, and I still, for some reason, watching that. I know it's older and kind of hokey, but for some reason, I still enjoy it.
I said there. That's the one thing. The other thing I liked about the DC, going through watching the old Super
Super
Friends.
Friends, yeah.
From the very beginning.
Yeah,
Going through.
It's been a long time. Been a long time.
Look, Pleek, see something.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's what we had.
Yeah. Well, we're
That
looking
was
at
our
that.
Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
It was either that or the Omaha. What was it the
Mutual Omaha.
Mutual of
The
Omaha?
Mutual Wild Kingdom. Mutual
Yes.
of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. Wow. That is old. But how's the music go? Da, 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 da. Some crap like that.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Theme song, yeah.
See a little rabbit jumping.
Yeah.
And fox chasing.
Podcast, yeah. Yep.
I'm going to change subjects a little bit.
Yeah.
If you guys noticed from the last time, we added a couple more pieces of art to the wall back here, the wall of originals. Up top, we got Aquaman from the very talented John Pinto.
Yes, sir.
There's no watermark on it, so it's official.
There you go. I just want to download it if I can.
Yeah, if I can please download it. And then I got this beautiful Wonder Woman sketch by the very talented and underrated Lance Footer.
Who got that?
You got that, but I'm just saying, we got that. If it wasn't for me interviewing him.
Okay, I'll give that to you.
But no, Lance has become a good friend of ours. I follow his work. He just put out, I don't know if you follow his page.
I don't, unfortunately, have a chance of knowing if I do with what the algorithms are. I like
No.
stuff, and then it never feeds me the information. And since you can only do 30 people as your see first options on pages, you guys know about that, right?
I've heard about it,
Yeah.
but I haven't delved into
I don't
it.
really get a chance to see as many people as I'd like to see. I don't see updates as much as I'd like to see.
Let's see. I'm going to see if I can show you
All right.
his latest thing.
He's got technology in his hands, folks.
Uh-oh, somebody's getting called out.
Somebody didn't call out? No.
No, on the...
Oh, where's yours? You haven't given me an original yet. This is his latest work.
Oh, not bad. Yeah, it's a female Daredevil.
Yeah, I actually like how
That's
that turned
cool.
out.
Yeah, it's pretty sensual. That's nice. I like it. Yeah.
Trish.
That is
That's
awesome.
pretty cool.
He,
Very
does,
cool.
he does all kinds. And the thing is, he's blind. He's legally blind.
Hmm.
He does everything with like 1,000 times zoom, magnifying glass, and I might be over exaggerating, but I think it's 1,000 times. And that's my email going.
Gotcha. No worries. No worries.
He's also like tip-top athlete. He rides bikes professionally. He used to be like professional bike rider.
Okay.
He also, besides being blind, can't taste. So don't ever ask that question of how something tasted.
Gotcha.
Does everything taste the same to him?
Yeah, he's just eating because he has to eat, basically. The flavor's not really there anymore. I got you.
You can tell I don't have that problem.
You can tell I don't have that problem.
Well, you'd think if you couldn't taste it, you'd eat more of it.
Maybe.
Because eventually, you might taste something.
There you go.
But Lance is a great guy. He's out of Georgia.
Cool.
He does get to come to some of the shows here in Orlando, Florida. If you keep staring at my hat.
Yeah. I keep seeing all the texturing on it.
Directing.
It's the artist thing in me.
But another great artist, Tom Lang over here.
Okay.
We've talked about him. He does the rat fink style drawings.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I've had a chance to meet him in person yet, I don't believe. But we have talked about it, of course.
And it's been good things, Tom, so don't worry.
Secret whisperings of nothing's in your ear, right?
Yep. Well, he used to always have his art hung up at Troll's Little Sister.
Okay.
Before they were
they
were forced to kind of close down.
Gotcha. That's unfortunate.
Well, they were in Old Town. They started raising the rent,
Gotcha.
from what I heard, and it wasn't lucrative
hard
for
to
them.
keep it going. Yeah, that's happening to a lot of places nowadays.
Well, yeah. Well, the big name people move out of these locations, and it's the little people that have to come in and take over the payments, and they can't do it.
Yeah, no.
So, have you heard anything about Disney Plus?
I haven't heard anything about Disney Plus. I'm familiar with the streaming service process. Excuse me. But as far as the title, I didn't know the title.
Yeah.
I knew about them doing their streaming service. I knew them pulling things from Netflix. I knew they were going to start launching some independent titles of their own. I think, from my understanding, they're doing like a Loki and a Scarlet Witch one, and they're also doing, I think it's a Falcon and a Winter Soldier buddy type show.
Yeah,
I
heard about that one.
But that's about all I know. What's new?
I was wondering if you had heard any more.
Yeah, that's about all I know right now. I mean,
because I know you do a lot more social media.
Yeah, I do a lot more stuff. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to see much more about it other than just those things. I don't know all the super details. The only thing that I think it's new that's not like Disney related, that's like pop culture type stuff I heard recently that I thought was kind of interesting is I'm a big Doctor Who fan. I don't know about you. Are you a big Doctor Who fan?
No, I stopped at the Fourth Doctor.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the one I grew up watching. The Fourth
that's the one.
Doctor. So, but I eventually got into the later series and the newer stuff that came out with Eccleston and David Tennant and Matt Smith and all the actors there. But we've been recently watching the 13th Doctor, which is the Jodie Whittaker who's playing the Doctor, and apparently, and again, this is supposedly just a rumor now, but they're on the 8th episode of Doctor Who of the new season with her. And apparently the showrunner is not happy with what's going on behind the scenes with BBC and some of the restrictions on how they're running the show. So he's apparently going to step away all of a sudden. And because of support of him and the fact that apparently she wants to spend more time with her family, I guess. I don't know if she had a baby recently, but Jodie Whittaker is going to be leaving as well. So apparently they're only going to be doing another second season, which is like 6 episodes. And then they're calling it supposedly quits on that. It's restarting again with another Doctor. So I find that kind of interesting.
She didn't last,
No, and here's the thing: as a fan of the show, of a fan of Doctor Who, the whole series, and then watching the new series, I'm excited that there's a female Doctor. 100%. I think she does a great job with it. She's like kind of like David Tennant type style. Some interesting supporting cast characters that I really love. One in which they killed off in the first episode, which I kind of was irritated with, but I understood why they were pushing for that.
Spoiler.
Yeah. But it's not been good, unfortunately. The series has not been good. Like, the writing is very amateurish. The stories of the characters and the way they're unfolding is very plain. And that he said that he was not going to do any of the original old monsters, not touching on any of the old aliens, any old foes. They're not connecting anything to the old show, basically, the old series. So it's literally a fresh take, which I can appreciate. Let's fresh take. Let's get some new stuff. Let's do some flavor. But when it has to be good, and unfortunately they're not been good. It's very mediocre for the Doctor. So.
Well, yeah, because I don't watch it, but it would be like any other show. You still have to give them a throwback to what
The
they do
continuity,
know.
know that they're in the same situation they're dealing with, and there's been small little hints of stuff that says, hey, this is harkening back to the old doctors, but there's no connection, if that makes sense. Like, you know, the other doctors, when they transitioned, there was a connection, but there's not the case anymore. So I don't know, maybe there's some other stuff going on that we're not aware of, you know. But I'm kind of bummed that they're already changing and not really pushing it where it needs to go. So
Don't try to fix it. Let's just
let's get going. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. We will see.
Sorry, looking over there.
No,
So
you're good.
I saw crab and steak and lobster.
And that hooked you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hmm.
I like steak and lobster.
Cool. So yeah, no, but the Disney Plus stuff, I don't know all the details, just a few things.
I'm just curious if you heard, besides the little leaks that's been there,
Yeah.
are they going to try to do like DC where they throw on the old Spider-Man and Friends?
I would hope so. Because that means X-Men, old Fantastic Four, old Avengers, you know, all that stuff. Yeah, old Spider-Man, old Thor, old Hulk, and when they had their own little cartoons back in the day. You know, all that stuff. I want to see the old TV Spider-Man, because I know people thought it was goofy, but as a kid, I love that Spider-Man.
I would love to see the old Captain America movie.
Oh yeah,
I remember where he had the motorcycle
and the shield would go on the motorcycle.
Yeah,
and he had the big
big
old hair.
helmet,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But I remember this stuff growing up.
Yeah,
It's like,
me too.
if you try to talk to anybody, that never existed.
Yeah,
it did.
It did, for sure.
I remember an old Fantastic Four movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Roger Corman one.
Where thing looked like a mushroom.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and it's like, but you try to talk to people, no, that didn't.
Never existed.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man was a live-action show.
Yeah, it was. He threw the rope everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and I love the guy who got to play Spider-Man, the live-action Peter Parker, looked like Peter Parker. It was fun.
And if you guys have never seen it, if you get a chance, you know, the villains are always like wrapped up in this rope.
Yeah, they could easily get out of, but they're like forcibly wrapping themselves up to look like they're stuck. Yeah, good times.
I miss those times.
Yeah, me too. Because it's funny enough, I remember they used to play an episode of the Spider-Man during the Thanksgiving Macy's parade. There was times they put on an episode on certain channels during that period of time.
Oh yeah.
And so I'd watch the parade and then I'd watch Spider-Man.
Hey Lance, how you doing? We were just talking about you a little earlier, showing that we have your Wonder Woman up on the wall of originals at the new house.
Mm-hmm.
So I was bragging about knowing you and shit.
Yep.
But yeah, no, that's the one thing I'm hoping that they do put it, because if you think about it, with what they can do,
Their library.
hopefully they do it.
I hope so. I would hope so.
I hope they don't just go keep like some Star Wars, and I hope they go back.
I think they will. I mean, if they don't, it's going to be because of licensing issues.
How's the weather up there in Georgia for you? Is it cold? We've been having like a nice
Little cold spell.
freeze over here.
Yeah. Everyone flipping out because it's actually cold.
Oh my God, it's been cold for 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious watching everybody squirm about the cold. I do. Like, I want the cold. Like, I remember Florida when it had cold, you know, and it's like, I was like, I didn't move to Florida for this. Well, you're not move away from, you're move completely away from the cold. You don't need to be in Florida.
But here's the thing, like with the cold.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing like what they're getting up north and the east, you know.
No.
We're not at 23 or 0.
No.
You know.
No.
We're come on, guys. In the morning when I take my son to school at 5 o'clock in the morning, we're at like 39 degrees.
Yeah.
It's nothing compared to what they have.
Hey, Eric.
Oh no, the force is not with us.
Vader shows up. He's done playing with his toys tonight. His tea break is over. His tea break with Vader is over, and he's joining us.
Oh, but no, this whole cold thing, I loved it. That first night, you know, my chair's over there by the window. I had the window open. I was in fully clothes. I had my robe on and my blanket around me. But guess what? I was enjoying that window being open.
Yeah, no, me too. Me too. Definitely.
So, you guys getting into the Christmas spirit at home?
Not really into the Christmas spirit stuff. It's weird. I've never really been strong into the Christmas process. I grew up going through the Christmas holiday because of my mother. My mother was Baptist, Southern Baptist, so I grew up with that. My dad was not any type of denomination because of the native side of him, but he just kind of went along with whatever was going on. But with me, I think that the holiday idea of like people getting together and giving gifts and spending time with family, not just giving gifts, just spending time and having the chance to show people you love each other and enjoy doing for people, I think that's very important. So as a holiday, I really enjoy that. But I have other reasons why I'm not real big on it, that type of holiday. However, the growing up, I still did it. So there was a little type of caveats of like holiday things I really enjoyed doing that occasionally during the holidays I still want to do. You know, like putting cloves and orange pills and cinnamon on the stove on boil and letting that smell permeate the house, you know, or I do have a few movies I like to watch over and over again.
Yeah, you're a big Scrooge, Jerry.
I think my favorite, if I had to pick a favorite holiday movie, my favorite one is Muppet Christmas Carol. That's my favorite one. I have to watch that one every year. That one and what was it? The Muppet Christmas Carol, Scrooge, Scrooged itself.
Oh, I love Scrooge.
And another one that most people I don't talk about is Ernest Saves Christmas. I love Ernest Saves Christmas.
Really? I paid $208 this morning, Cruz.
208. I raised you 208 from your 215.
Well, no, if you go to Circle K, right?
Yeah.
No, Shell.
Shell.
You get the Shell rewards, which is free, and you use it. It's 5 cents off every time.
Interesting.
So, because it was like $213, and I had the 5 cents off, I got $208 this morning.
Cool.
And you have an itty bitty car anyways, Cruz. So like, what you pay like $10 in gas anyways?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't. I have a van, so
I have a truck.
It's taking gas left and right.
Mine looks like I'm gonna start it, but I've already lost like.
Yeah. It's you just talk about gas and it's drinking it. Yeah. No, I think other shows I like to watch during the holidays is I love watching the old Santa Claus movie with Dudley Moore. You remember that movie?
Oh yeah.
So there's certain little things I enjoy. It's just I'm not over engaging with it. Does that make sense?
This is the first year I'm gonna tell you. I think it might be because of the house, but this is the first year I was actually in the Christmas tree.
That's good.
I was the one who actually wanted to go get the tree.
That's cool, man.
Then I had a couple other things that kind of killed it.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
it's still I had fun. I did the tree by myself.
Oh really? Okay. Interesting.
I told everybody I'd do it myself. You guys should celebrate the life Day or Festivus. Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah. I do like Gremlins. Gremlins is a good Christmas movie.
So is Die Hard. Can't
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah. Or Krampus.
Krampus is good. I watched that
like
last
Krampus.
year.
That was good. So yeah. No, I mean, other than that, I mean, that's I like the kids having stuff and being able to do for other people and spend time. When it comes to the holiday stuff, like any holiday stuff, I've grown hard to say, like, if it was like, say it's Thanksgiving, say happy Thanksgiving, or it's Christmas, I just can't. I mean, Thanksgiving's obvious, you know, the native process of me, I just can't do it anymore. I used to, and as I continue to learn.
Thank you for taking my land.
Yeah, I just can't really do it anymore.
You see that spot over there? That's Wyoming. That's supposed to have been mine.
And even me, I can't really take so much control over that. I appreciate my ancestry, but I also have German and Irish in me too. So it's not like I'm trying to say one's better than the other. It's just there's certain little viewpoints I just can't. But I think as a holiday, I think we don't need holidays to be good to people. I think we just need to be good to people and enjoy each other's
I say
time.
that about Valentine's.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't love my wife, but I love my wife 362 days of the year.
Right.
What about the other three?
I don't like you.
Yeah.
But I don't need a day to tell me I have to go buy. If I want to buy her flowers on October 15th, guess what? I can go buy her flowers.
Buy anything you want anytime.
Yeah. So I don't need a holiday to tell me I have to go do this stuff.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing for me is that these holidays perpetuate a certain type of necessity that is nice to have those moments we can shut down and be able to do that. It's hard for people to do it naturally, but I think it should be something we can do all the time. So,
Well, I'm old school.
mm-hmm.
I'm back to where when we were young, when the holiday hit, Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
everything was fucking closed.
Yeah, no, I remember.
You better have got gas before that day because if
I missed when the cold weather was actually cold and the leaves would drop, and then we'd go outside and play in the leaves because I'd hate raking them all. I'd rake all the leaves up and then we just go destroy all the leaf piles as kids.
Oh yeah, jump
Run
on
through. Yeah, just lay out in the cold air and just relax. It was so nice. We don't get to do that very much anymore.
No.
Well, holidays has turned into who can I impress with?
Yeah.
How much?
Unfortunately.
Well, I mean, Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
It's guys walking around with, I bought my girlfriend more stuff than you bought your wife. You know? And that's just what it's turned into these days.
Unfortunately.
I've got a bigger TV. I bought my husband a bigger TV than you bought your husband.
It's become a competition.
Yeah.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it makes people feel guilty on top of it all.
No, I just look at it and say, y'all a bunch of dumbasses.
It's true.
But I have to say, Christmas in our house, it is a competition. Who's the king of Christmas?
Gotcha.
But that's between us. Not
That's between us and in the household.
Yeah, it's not something against everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of holiday stuff, just in general, I think the year's gone by really fast.
It has.
Unless I'm looking at it wrong, it seems like it's going by really, really fast. Could just be us getting older.
No.
In general, but it feels like it's going
this year went really fast.
Yeah.
I think that we all stayed busy enough
Mm-hmm.
that it just stayed.
I used to always, my parents would say, you be thankful, as you're young, because as you get older, everything goes by too fast. I didn't realize that. It sure did, So I cherish the times that we got school off and we could just hang around, play games, and watch TV and draw and hang out with friends.
I think the only thing I miss is there's no possibility for a snow day for us.
That's true.
I remember
That's true.
snow days.
I've never experienced them because I never lived in the snow area.
I'm not a big fan of the cold and the snow in the boots, down the neck, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I always look forward to snow days.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's true. Except for Halloween. Halloween, as you saw this year, Halloween's my favorite.
Halloween is my favorite.
That's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I go all out, but it's not a commercialized holiday. Hell, it's hardly a holiday anymore.
Yeah, because the day after it's like Christmas time, not even Thanksgiving.
Well, you go to the store. They already have Christmas stuff before Halloween.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Halloween was in there for like a week. If you blinked, you missed it.
It's gone.
So to me, Halloween is still what I love.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
It's one of those ones. And 4th of July.
4th of July falls right after my birthday, so it's one of those things kind of a given,
So the whole world's celebrating your birthday?
Absolutely.
And Xander's.
And Xander's July 7th, yeah. So it's weird. Then, of course, Monica's is July 31st, so it's kind of, we just all have it at one point, all together.
Yeah, we don't talk about Monica.
No.
Yeah.
Monica's out like a light.
Well, that's the name that should not be mentioned.
Yes.
Oh, wait, no, that's somebody else. Well, somebody like that.
Yeah.
Monica, and then you get hearts and thumbs.
Yeah.
But no, I agree with you, Eric. Holidays are nothing but money. I can't stand them. And like I said, what I was going back to is I hate the fact that the corporations don't close anymore.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
It's like you're celebrating family and togetherness, but wait, we're going to make you work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was the biggest thing with a lot of the jobs I had, a lot of careers I had.
You need to tell them to get your ass on here.
Yeah.
It was Xander.
Yeah.
On the bed.
Yeah.
Oh, I was right.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Night, Dad. Night, son. Night, John Boy. Night, boy.
Well, we didn't get to see Kelsey this year until we went to the store where she was working
Yeah.
at.
We went to her store on Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the only time we got to see her.
Yeah. It's sad because that's the only time a lot of people get to see their families going to the workplaces.
Yeah, but then I mean, you get it.
Mm-hmm.
The some of the jobs, it's a good time to get those extra hours.
Yeah, it's true.
Monica rocks what? Her chair? She is getting old.
She is.
Hey, Daryl, how are you doing tonight? How's the family? How was your Thanksgiving? How's everything up north? You cold? I know you're cold.
He's up north there, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. It's hard for me to always remember where everybody's at because everyone's so spread out sometimes.
Yeah, Daryl's up there. He has fun. He has a fun family. I love when he brings his family to the cons.
True. It's definitely fun when you've got kids.
It depends which holiday you're talking about.
That's true. That's true too. You got you there.
Because I'm going to tell you, I have a teenager now, but I do not think I can have a little kid in this day and age.
Why is that?
With Christmas and all that, no.
Yeah.
They're expensive as it is.
Yeah, no, true. True.
But kids nowadays, the smaller kids, they don't play with toys anymore.
No. Mm-mm.
I mean, that's why I don't think
It's
I can
phones
handle.
and video games.
Exactly.
That's pretty much it.
You don't have. Cutter, I'm going to say, was one of the last generation. Maybe Xander's, I don't know. But actually played with toys. Cool. That's good. We'll see you Sunday. Maybe,
Absolutely.
possibly. It depends. You might get snowed in up there.
Whereabouts is he at again?
He's in Perry.
Oh, he's in Perry, Florida. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he's not getting snowed in.
I have family in Perry, Florida from back in the day. Don't know if they're still there. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's
I
my
went to
dad's side of the
Perry.
family. It's an interesting group of family members, I'll tell you that.
I went to Perry. It is a nice town. It reminds me of the town that I grew up in. Except for they have paved roads where I grew up with no paved roads.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, no, it's a nice town. It's one of those towns that closes up by 9 o'clock at night.
Everything's done.
Yep. And you end up, when you arrive at 10:30 at night, you only have the Huddle House to go to.
The
Yes.
Huddle House.
Get some food.
Waffle House's evil twin.
You just be careful when you up there because you start hearing the dueling banjos.
Yeah.
Gun
Well, I know
rats.
I got family in Perry. I have family in Wildwood. I have family in Reddick. I have family in Stark. So it's all like branched out everywhere.
So I'm offending your whole family.
Yes.
Do they drive around with gun racks?
Few of them do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of my family are your cliche. The cars are in the front lawn. There's a couch out in the front lawn. I'm not even exaggerating. They got farms and they're just the good old boys and girls. They know how to fix anything you give them. They're drunk 30 before the sun comes up.
My kind of people.
Yeah. That's the good old country natives. Cuddle at the huddle. Who is your family? That's hilarious.
No, you must know who your family is.
Oh, you don't want to know my family. No.
You got
Two of my uncles who are now passed were big names in the prison system. Let's just put it that way. They used to take it was a competition for who would get arrested the most for the most charges.
Well, Daredevil used to be a teacher up there.
Oh, yeah?
So that's why he probably knows everybody up there. Everybody knows him. We went out to dinner with him and his family, and everybody knows Daryl.
Yeah. This is Daryl's, my other brother Daryl.
I was looking for Larry, but he wasn't there.
He probably was somewhere.
Yeah. Well, that's the same way with me. I could go anywhere in Ocala and everyone would know who I was. Or go into some of these other country towns where my family was, and it's just small town. People know. It's like Mayberry. Everybody knows who you are.
Oh, that's how I told you that's the town I grew up in.
No.
With two towns combined, my high school graduation was 72 people.
Wow.
And that was two towns.
That's crazy.
We didn't get dirt roads until 1990.
Wow.
The first stoplight was around the same time. I mean, I came from and the mayor. I didn't realize you were the mayor too.
And the mayor. I just picture the Nightmare Before Christmas mayor. That's just oh, Jack.
Swear I'm not laughing at you, Daryl. That was them.
Mayor Gunter. That sounds like the mayor's name. Mayor Gunter of Pearslow.
And see, Gunner, I'm thinking it was Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Sorry. Another thing, he didn't like the first couple episodes. He was gonna stop it. Seven Deadly Sins. I told him no, you got to get into it because it's gonna tell the backstories and all that. And he finished the whole series before I have.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey Sherry, how's it going?
Hello, Sherry. Welcome.
Sherry's an old friend of ours.
Okay.
From way back when. But she's been your friend for
ever since before Kelsey was born.
20 some years.
Wow.
Yep.
I've known her for 20 some years.
Yep.
And I've known her for a few moments. So nice to meet you, Sharon.
Her daughter, I remember her daughter used to sit there and bite me constantly.
Wow.
Like bite. I mean, I could lift her up and she was taking me. And now she has grown and kids of her own. And it's like when you see a picture, it's like, is that the thing that was hanging off of my home?
It's funny how quick things grow up.
Well, I'm sure Sherry thinks that same way when we talk about Kelsey, because she remembers Kelsey being, what, 8 pounds?
Tiny little baby.
Yeah.
It's just now saying Daryl joined.
That's hilarious.
He beat up
He's
the
late
penguin.
to his own party.
Yeah, Daryl's always late to his own party. But hey, it's a party of one for him anyways.
So going back to the whole huddle versus the Waffle House, supposedly one's better than the other.
Now, in my opinion, I liked the selections on the Huddle House better than I do at Waffle House.
Oh yeah.
Well, Brandon, I had to shave because it also has to do with something that's going to go happening on Sunday.
Yes.
So I actually had to, a couple days before November was over, I had to cut it down. But as you see, it's not all completely gone. There's no shave. I didn't shave. I trimmed.
You trimmed.
Really far down, but I trimmed.
Hi, Brandon. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing?
I was wondering if Brandon was going to show up.
Hey, I was getting worried that he wasn't going to show up there.
I'm going to have to friend him so we can see if he's just like lurking.
Yeah, I think he might be lurking.
Are you a lurker?
Tell Marcy I said hello as well.
You notice he didn't show up until I mentioned Monica.
Ah, that's weird.
Ooh.
Oh, Brandon's saying hi, and Daryl, guys, take care. Amelia says it's time for bed. Okay, Amelia, you run the show over there. So
Good night, Amelia.
Good night, young lady.
And Daryl, before you go, when are you gonna bring Chip to the next con? You should bring him on Sunday.
I've seen him a couple times at some shows, but not many. I understand how that goes with having little ones. Very true, Brendan. Very true.
That's not what he tells me behind the camera.
Yes.
See, now it's a party. We got Brandon, we got Daryl, we got Eric. I mean,
Cruz may be sitting around there somewhere. Tom might still be on here and there.
Cruz is sitting there. He's playing poker.
Yeah. Cruz is apparently an amazing poker player. From what he tells me. I think that's pretty cool, man. I've never been a big poker player, so. Gotcha. Makes sense. Understandable. He'd be exhausted after a day like that.
No, he usually goes to sleep underneath the table.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Boy, I miss those days.
He sits down when the work is done.
Sounds like a country song. So, Brandon, are you excited to see the final episode of Ultron, Season 8 coming out? Because that one looks pretty deep. It'll be all done. 8 seasons completed on Netflix. Definitely good if you haven't seen it. Should definitely check it out. Those of you that haven't watched it yet. So, Netflix announced they're bringing in Evangelion, the whole series, to Netflix now. It's not a remake. It's the original episodes. I believe that they're launching full on it, which would be nice.
Sleeping on the tables is best.
Yeah, I wish I could do that, but then I just look like a huge turtle under there napping. Who's wearing the table for a back? That'd be Graven. Every time I breathe, the table would come up
and
down. Like, why is the table moving? Yeah, it's not natural.
Don't worry, Brandon. I'm like 8 seasons behind. So.
I'm only one. I'm not behind. I saw all the way up to 7 seasons. So there's certain seasons I binge. Like I have to take a few moments and just watch. And certain seasons I'm like, okay, I can come back to this. But Voltron's been really good. Castlevania's been really good. So I'm finally caught up on My Hero Academia, which is a very fun show.
Let's see. I've only caught up on what has been dubbed.
Okay.
I try not to go into the sub because Kelsey.
You don't like them fancy words on the screen, do you?
No. I'm dyslexic and they're all backwards. Also, like that, Brandon, that's one of the biggest parts. Now, see, like with My Hero, it's one of the. I told you, my biggest problem is I start watching these with the kids, and then they don't want me to go any farther without them.
Yeah, no, I got you. I just
No,
have the same
they're
issue.
stupid. They're stupid kids. Because then they never. When I have the time,
They never want to watch.
they don't want to watch.
Yeah, same with my son. No, I definitely get you, Brandon. Life as well. A lot of the stuff I watch as I'm doing website work or what I put on the background, and I'll be coding or doing something while it's not playing on. So I try to keep up where I can on that. But again, there's still a lot of stuff I am behind on that I haven't had a chance to watch. So.
And see, like for me, this last weekend, since we really didn't have much, and she was recuperating, I was able to catch up on a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I took a little time last week. I took a little time off. I took about a week off, just everything. I haven't really. Me and Monica don't get vacations. It's not something we have time for.
It's a vacation.
So I forcibly said, you know what? No, we have to take some time to kind of recoup and reset. So
that's kind of what we did from Thanksgiving until Sunday.
Yeah, we haven't had one of those in years. So.
Well, that's why you guys thought we might show up on Saturday.
Yeah.
No, we were just taking.
No, I think it's good.
It was one of those. Like I said, she was getting sick, so I put her with NyQuil, told her to leave because she was snoring and I couldn't hear anything.
Gotcha.
Threw on the rest of my Castlevania.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of disappointed how that ended.
Yeah, it was a very lackluster ending. I love the show because it was so deep into what's going on with Dracula, but I wanted to see him get into some more meat with Camilla. I wanted to see them go forward. So.
But the cheesy Xmas. I want to see Christmas Chronicles.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's the on Netflix with Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Here's my plea. As long as Kurt Russell is available to do a Christmas movie, Kurt Russell should be available to do Big Trouble in Little China too. So somebody needs to call him and get him involved with The Rock for whatever The Rock is doing with that show and make sure that it happens properly. Just telling you right now, and as long as David Wong is still alive, Lopan can still be in the movie. So let's get some things happening. Kim Cattrall's still around.
Oh, yeah.
So let's get her involved.
They're all still around.
Yeah.
For the most part.
For the most part, yeah. Let's see here. Eric says, did you guys watch Daredevil? Yes, we've watched. I've watched all the Daredevil.
I haven't watched season 3.
Yeah.
It's on my list to catch up on, but it's not like they have Punisher on it. So it's like,
I'm waiting for Punisher. The second season. This first season is really good.
You all know I can't miss the Punisher.
No.
The rest of it, it's like I've kind of sounds bad, but I've kind of fell out of love with those shows.
Oh, and the Netflix shows? Yeah, no, I understand.
I love Luke Cage. Don't get me wrong. I was so mad when I heard that it got discontinued, but I know it's because Disney's.
Yeah, they're doing it for Disney Plus. Now, I wouldn't be surprised they actually Big Trouble in Little Santa. Yeah, I could have seen that happen as well. So, yep. Brandon's getting paid spec work for those stories he's writing for the movies. I could feel it. I think we should have Brandon on the show at one point. Brandon and Marcy and them, bring them on. Definitely. I think it'd be a good show.
Well, we got asked by another person, thought it would be a great idea to be on the show. Scott Finster.
Scott, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
He thinks it would be a blast.
Cool.
There's some special stuff going on next year. We can't announce it yet.
Of course, all those special NDA papers and all that good stuff in the world that's not being announced yet, right?
Well, we can't announce. It's good for him. It's good for us. It's good for Dr. Pepper and all.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But no, it's good. Once he gives us the okay, then we can.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
We can do it, but he's so busy right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, with so many top secret projects that he can't
That's
even
cool.
talk about.
That's really cool. I've been in those situations luckily before where it's rough though, because you want to tell people about what you're working on.
He wants to tell people.
But you can't, because you run the risk, as much as you appreciate the surrounding people in your life and how much you trust them, it just takes that one little slip up, and before you know it, you've lost your livelihood. You lost something.
Yeah. And I'm going to say Scott and Amber and Ted, they are one huge family that has come together for the dream.
That's cool.
I mean, they stick together. It was great seeing them at Claremont Comic Con.
I had a chance to see them.
And you know why that's so special? Because that's where they first met.
Oh, okay.
They were set up right next to each other.
Okay.
They were. Amber was what was their store?
Man, I can't even remember.
Well, the program director really fired guys.
Sorry, Vennison's wearing off.
But she had her store, and Scott was set up next to her. If you guys don't know, Scott is famous for Face Off. That's really what he's famous for.
Gotcha.
He's a hell of a sculptor, special effects person. He's done a lot of stuff in Central Florida that he's had his hand in. But yeah, they met there, and 3 years later, they're going on their second year of marriage.
That's cool. That's cool.
So yeah.
Well, I don't think a lot of people realize that a lot of the people on Face Off, there's a lot of hub of that in Florida here.
Oh
A
yeah.
lot of people that are from there. And I think what a lot of people understand, they think they watch these Face Off shows and they think, oh, well, these people after the show, they've made it.
Oh yeah.
And they don't realize they haven't made it.
No.
They're still, it's just a snapshot of opportunity. And depending on what happens to them, they don't have those opportunities when they go away from the show. It's just during the show. It's all about the show.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Because even the people who win first prize
Yeah,
don't
always walk away with opportunities.
But just like American Idol, everybody. I don't even watch American Idol, but I know whoever wins, they don't win. They win an opportunity.
Correct.
Doesn't mean they're gonna make it.
Right. Yeah. No, it's very true. It's very true. So I think it's important to know that there are people out there that have been involved, that are doing some great things and working on some stuff, but also support those people. Like keep supporting them.
Like how the next quarter throwdown is give the kids the world.
Yeah.
Scott is very much a part of that. I mean, like
Real
really
heavily.
heavily into that. So that's where we first heard about it. Then when Melissa was started bringing them on, it's like, hey, we know this one. This one, we can get behind it because we've known this one. And that's why we're actually trying to get hard into being part of them with their events and stuff. And we're slowly, we're talking with them and getting more involved with it.
That's cool, man. That was very cool.
So what does Brandon do on a daily basis?
Again, I can't speak because I'm not an expert in what he's doing, but
Geek Family Robinson.
Geek Family Robinson.
Sorry, it took me a minute.
it's funny.
That was back to Scott, and Amber worked for Geek Family Robinson.
Gotcha.
That was the 10-minute ago conversation
Gotcha.
that I'm just catching up to.
Brandon is a school teacher, if I understand correctly, I believe.
Okay.
I know he spoke to me about it before and told me, but
Not sleeping.
It's funny because I almost would feel cool if I was a kid in Brandon's class. Like, I'm sure he doesn't have the luxury of kids wanting to be in his class, because kids don't want to go to school most of the time. But Brandon's a very unique individual. He has a wealth of knowledge, I feel, and he definitely has interesting viewpoints on how he can speak to people, and I think that's really cool. So definitely fun.
But I bet you if you're one of his kids, they couldn't see a damn part of what you just said.
No, probably not.
He's got a wealth of knowledge. I know more than him.
Yeah, most of them know more than everybody, apparently. It's the way it works nowadays. So
Melissa, every time we talk about somebody, they join.
yeah, it's
Isn't
funny.
that funny?
I teach TV and graphic design at Art Magnet. That's correct.
Cool.
My misunfortunate remembering of things. He is a school teacher, but he teaches tech and graphic design. So I'm sure he can teach everyone a few things. And he's also an amazing artist when it comes to doing like paper cut work. He does his own like that, and I'm sure he does other art styles as well. I just know I've seen enough of his paper cut work, and that's really solid too. Mrs. Stachio, let's see here.
Augustine, how you doing? See, all his kids know more than him.
That's the way it works. It seems like every day.
So Augustine, did you finally get all the lights up on the house? I only saw a couple pictures. They just bought a new house this year, so they get to decorate the whole
thing.
I
can appreciate people doing that, but I could never see myself doing that. I just never could.
You see my neighbors over there?
Yeah,
you see how that? They did that in like 4 hours. It was like,
nope.
Damn.
I'm not doing it.
It took me 3 hours to put up a tree by myself.
Yeah, no way. I just do Halloween decorations and leave them up all year.
I like decorating.
But that's what I would
the outside.
I went over to the other house to get some stuff, and I go to the door to the old OCD room, and I was like, I bet you I'm going to need this. We still have our stockings hung up on the door from last year. We never took the stockings down. And I told that to Trish. She's like, oh, yeah, that would be a good thing.
Yeah. Miss Melissa, how you doing?
Okay, we are drinking Budweiser Copper Lager. It is a
2-row barley and aged on real Jim Beam bourbon barred staves for a toasted oak aroma and a delicious nutty taste with caramel, rye, and vanilla notes. Smooth finish.
And what all that means is it still tastes like a Budweiser beer.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, David, how you doing? Humphrey.
Hey, Humphrey, how are you, man?
Hey, Trish, you want to go get what I put in the freezer?
Oh, yeah.
We can have a shot.
Okay. All right.
Since Melissa's here, we're able to have the shot.
Okay.
It sounds fancy, Melissa, but it's not.
It still tastes like beer.
It's just a beer in a littler bottle.
Yeah.
And they charge you a little bit more for it.
Brandon says, Xmas Decor Part 1 happened tonight. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Brandon. I'm sure you enjoyed it. I'm sure you and Marcy enjoyed it quite a lot. Like I said, I'm not a big fan on the whole decoration stuff. Let's see who we got here. Tree ornaments this week, outside next week. Okay.
Yeah, I got some outside lights that I'm going to have to put up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to happen at some point. Okay, so for the shot tonight, we just got some Jim Beam apple whiskey. Graven hasn't tried it.
Haven't tried it because, again, I'm not a real big drinker, but this show is adding
to your resume.
I guess so.
You want to take it?
I'm sure it smells good. Ooh, it smells like apple Jolly Rancher. And my trusty Ghost Rider shot glass. Pretty cool. You have your Punisher one, right?
Oh, yeah.
And together it's the Cosmic Ghost Rider drink of the day.
Yep. Okay, guys, so here we go. So just for Melissa.
It's nice. It's really actually nice. It's one of those things where you just drink straight from the bottle. Is that how that works?
Yo, yeah, you didn't get the floaties?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Next time. That's the added bonus.
That's the added bonus?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Graven's going to be like, forget the beer. I want the Jim Beam.
Yeah. I didn't realize that.
Well, I know Graven's not a beer drinker, but
No.
I can't give him all my good stuff.
Salud.
No, he just wants the Moscato.
Yes, I like the Moscato.
I got 3 bottles for you. Merry Christmas.
No, I like my Honey Jack and my Fireball.
But I'm opening your taste in these.
Oh, I know. Again, I have to be an avid drinker to really understand all this, but I still have the same bottle of Honey Jack I had 2 years ago in the freezer at home. So Miss Melissa has been working on some new candles.
No, not her.
Yeah, I saw some new ones today, some her Nightmare Before Christmas candles. Have you guys seen that?
I have not seen
It's
those
pretty
yet.
stylized. Yeah, they have them up on her website. I think she's showing people how she made them. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Pour some wax in, put a wick, and light them.
Yeah, there you go. All this Christmas
I'm
talk.
sure it's that easy to listen.
All this Christmas talk though. I'm sure we should be playing some Christmas music, right? We play some like Twisted Sister Christmas or some Leonard Skinner Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So do you have any ornaments you're gonna be putting up outside, light or just lights?
Just lights.
Gotcha.
Well, we have the wreath. I don't know if you saw the wreath. Trish made that.
Okay, it looks good. Good job.
Thank you.
Good
From
job.
Michael's. If you go to Michael's, they hold classes. They do 2 wreath classes a year.
Yeah.
And
I'm excited to go now.
I'm going to tell you, it's not bad because you pay for the wreath and they give you the stuff to decorate it with.
Gotcha.
So you actually get a decent.
They make a killing off wreaths nowadays, and I've seen them go for like $50, $60, right?
Oh, some of them 70 to 100.
Yeah, no way. Sorry, not gonna do it.
But you buy the wreath and it's only $6, and you build your own.
There you go. So anything you're excited to see coming out soon? I know Aquaman. Yeah. Aquaman. Gotcha.
Well, I want to see Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph was good. I had a chance to finally go to a movie and see it.
Yeah,
The last movie I went to was Deadpool 2 in the theaters. I haven't went to a movie since then.
She was sick this weekend.
Yeah.
I would have really liked it.
It was actually kind of fun. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I would have paid $50 to take a nap.
I'm sure.
That's what I would have done.
I do want to see Creed 2 though. I really want to see it. I just do. I want to see Creed 2. And I hate to jinx myself, but I'm actually getting interested in Bumblebee. I hate to say it. But with the G1 stuff they've been showing, I'm kind of interested to see where they're going to go with it.
Yeah, I actually saw the first advertisement that I saw of it on TV.
Yeah.
Yesterday. I know I've been seeing it online and all that, but I actually saw it on TV yesterday.
Gotcha.
But I can't, right now, I can't get past Aquaman.
Yeah, Aquaman's
and the story's coming out saying how great it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh my God, don't let me down.
Yeah, I hope not. It seems like it's really big for what it's going to be. So they dialed back though on the Shazam trailers. I mean, I know they're ramping up on Aquaman, but they've been dialing back on that one. We've seen the one.
Yeah, well, let them get through Aquaman and see where it goes.
Yeah, for sure. What else is coming out? So the Aquaman Bumblebee's coming out the same day. Creed's already came out. What else is there?
Wreck-It Ralph came out.
Yeah. I'm not sure what else is coming out. That's all I think for the year right now, right?
I think so. I think the year is pretty much. But
Wrapping itself up.
then we go into next year where it's movie after movie after movie.
Yeah, true.
And people, I'm glad people are getting back into going to the movies, but it's still, I have to pick and choose. It's too expensive.
Yeah,
I can't.
I agree. I haven't watched much lately. I mean, again, Wreck-It Ralph was the first one in a long time.
If I go to the movie, then I definitely can't eat because eating is another $100
Well,
on top
I mean,
of
it costs about $30 to go to a movie now, on average.
We worked it out perfect this last time because my brother generally gives us movie
Gift passes,
passes, and we don't go to the movies that often.
Right, so you stored them up pretty good.
So we stored them up, and we were able to go to a movie and eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rob, if you're listening and if it's movie gift cards, Epic Theaters.
Yeah.
Right, Epic Theaters.
Yeah.
Well, one of the other things is, there's nothing against him. Nothing against him because he's doing good, but it's always like an AMC gift card. Mm-hmm. Well, the nearest AMC is downtown Disney.
Yeah, no, true.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that because he's not
right here.
Yeah.
He normally knows, yeah.
And see, that was the last movie I went and saw was My Hero Academia.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were
there.
talking about that. No, I take it back. Last movie I saw in the theater was Transformers the animated movie when they replayed it at Waterford. I went to that.
Well, if we want to really go, the last one I saw in the movie theaters was that one that Kevin Eastman had a hand in for Horror Show Freak Fest.
Oh, yeah. Or Kevin Eastman. The Red Convoy.
What did I say?
Kevin Smith.
Oh, okay. Kevin Eastman.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Which was a good movie.
Yeah.
It was a lot better than I expected. Still cheesy, but I love those kind of movies.
Yeah. I think everyone's excited to see the new Night Flyers show on Sci-Fi, the new George R. Martin.
But it's on Sci-Fi.
Yeah.
So that's
kind of sets a standard that you expect it not to be great. I think the last great thing on Sci-Fi was Battlestar Galactica years ago when they rebooted that. I really did enjoy that one.
well, there's There is a chance for it to be decent, but the thing is, it's on normal cable. You have to cut most of everything out.
Yeah.
I did hear that Showtime had picked up Halo.
Oh, really?
Yep, they're gonna do a 10-episode thing of Halo.
Interesting. And I know also HBO is doing Watchmen.
Are they?
Yeah.
See, I
they're
haven't
doing
heard that
Watchmen, and then but apparently it's associated, but it's not associated. There's a lot of big mix up on what's clarity of that. And then also I've been watching American Gods. That's really good. I really like that one because Neil Gaiman's got his hands in that one directly. So.
Yeah, because that one's been out for like a couple of years now.
First season's been out, yeah. Second season hasn't launched yet, from my understanding. So, but I also know like Walking Dead's dying off pretty horribly right now. So.
Well, you take Rick out, you keep.
Yeah.
And it's run its course. I mean, if you got to keep putting filler in.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Well, and also what I heard on The Walking Dead is now if you have a disagreement with the writers or the producers, they kill your character off.
Oh, I could see that happening.
Because I heard that they killed somebody off that was a prominent character just because they spoke up and said something, and all of a sudden,
power of the pen.
Boom, they're dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know Kirkman's launching a lot of stuff over off of Amazon. So like I'm excited to see Invincible finally. See how they do that on Amazon. Did you ever watch The Tick off of Amazon, the new one? What did you think?
I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the old Tick? Was the Tick that I grew up with?
No, not at all.
Was it still funny and stupid enough for me to keep watching it? Yeah. They kept that part. I don't think it was as funny as the original.
No, I don't think so either.
But it had enough of the humor in it to keep me interested
after
the first season for me to watch the second season. But here's the thing. I'm canceling my Amazon account when I'm not renewing.
Right.
So anything on Amazon, I ain't.
Gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a little ridiculous, a little pricey.
Well, not only is it pricey, all the same movies I can watch on Hulu or Netflix.
Exactly.
I mean, and for the few originals that they have, it's not worth it.
No, I agree.
And Amazon shipping sucks.
They do.
I'm gonna tell you, I paid for next day shipping, and maybe
4 or 5 days later.
Yeah, or 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Last night I'm watching something. It's showing the driver here in here. I see an Amazon truck pull up. Holy crap! You know they're here. I go out there and he's delivering to another house. I'm like, oh, you got the wrong house. No, this is my house. I'm like, can we please check the packages just to make sure it's good? I'm like, I have no luck for you guys.
Yeah.
And I told Trish, go get my phone so I can show him that it's been tracking him. I watched him come through. He's like, man, this is. He was very nice. Really
he was a very nice guy.
And he's like, no, I only have one more package. You're not on my list. He's like, there's other drivers and stuff. I'm like, but I watched you. How do you think I knew to come outside? I said, I've been watching. Trish grabs my phone, come back out. All of a sudden, the tracking is no longer inside our area. It's over in the next area. They screwed up the tracking. They gave me his tracking, and he wasn't my.
Yeah, I heard they've been having a lot of issues with that.
And then the lady who showed up is not even in an Amazon truck. She's in her own personal vehicle.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like, oh.
Well, it's like stuff I ordered earlier too. It didn't show up until today. It was supposed to be here 2 days ago. That's like, and then they lost it. Like they didn't know where it was at. I'm like, what are you talking about? So.
Oh, my favorite one is when you click on and you say you want Amazon Prime 1-day delivery, and they give you the list of all the stuff that's 1-day delivery.
Yeah.
And then when you put it in your cart, now it won't be there for 4 days.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Or then when you go up and complain, look, I paid extra money for it to be the 1-day shipping.
Right.
Because it says it has to be a qualifying order of $35. Well, I add stuff to get to that $35 because I need it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you have up to 7 days. If you haven't received it in 7 days, please get hold of it. Like, do you understand? I paid extra just to get it.
Yeah.
But I digress. I don't like Amazon, and they're not going to get any more money
There
from
you
me.
go. I guess it.
Like you said, you can't get it. You're paying. Everybody's paying for the shipping.
So they're making money off of it.
Yeah, and they're still not shipping
it to you.
I'd rather go eBay. I'm an eBay person.
Gotcha.
I'll wait. At least I know there. It's going to be 3 to 4 days for it to get to me.
Sure.
I don't think we order enough from Amazon to equal up to that $120 that they're charging now.
Yeah, no, it's
I would just rather just pay it.
It's too much. Too much.
And like I said, for the streaming service, I don't ever watch them.
No, I don't pay enough. I don't watch enough to pay $99 a month for
No,
streaming.
it's 120 now.
Oh, 120 now.
They
This
raised
year.
it this year,
Yeah, that's a big no.
and it's like, no, it's not going to happen.
I forget though, is it monthly or annual, yearly?
120
A year?
a year. Now Tony, one of my friends, he pays a monthly fee. Somehow he's on a monthly thing with them, and he pays a god amount.
Wow, that's ridiculous, man. It's like it's 120 if you do it for the month, but or for the year. But if it's a month, they charge you more.
Yeah,
It doesn't break down right.
and like I said, it's not worth it. Because I go through the movies, and it's like, wait, this is what's on Netflix. No, this one's on Hulu, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Or when Hulu gets rid of them, Amazon picks them up.
Yeah.
It's like,
Something's a dump somewhere.
$12.99 a month.
It's too much. Too much. Well, they're having a hard time competing against Netflix and even Hulu for that matter. So. You know.
well, Hulu used to be the bottom of the barrel, remember?
Yeah. Now they're making
I really, oh man, I can't wait. What is it? December 22nd? Runaway season 2.
Oh, that's right. Runaways is really good.
I love it. I cannot wait till season 2.
That's really good.
And I like with Hulu is unlike like DC with Titans where you have to wait every week.
Yeah.
They throw out 2 episodes.
Every week, yeah.
So you can at least get the 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I don't really, I think we got spoiled on Netflix. Like give us all of it at one time. So now us having to wait a week to see something bothers people. So.
well, and then what bothers me is the people who sit there. Don't tell me about it. I'm waiting till the whole season comes so I can binge it. No, dude, I'm not gonna wait 12 weeks before I can talk about it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because what Titans is having 12 issues,
Mhm.
episodes, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, 12 weeks. Come on, no, I don't care if you want to binge watch the whole thing.
Yeah, no, I mean it's hard to not see spoilers nowadays. That's just with the world of social media, you're just not gonna stop yourself.
Well, it's one of those. Nobody's gonna wait 12 weeks for me to go watch a movie, right?
True, that's true. That's very true.
So why should I wait 12 weeks before I can
understand
talk
that
about?
point of view, yeah. Yeah.
You're very quiet tonight.
I think it's the alcohol getting to me tonight.
And everybody went quiet on here. I think Brandon fell asleep
Yeah.
underneath his tree.
I'm boring everybody tonight.
Melissa, she's thinking about Nightmare Before Christmas candles and
Yeah.
what sugar cookie candles and mincemeat fruitcake candles.
Yeah. What is it? Fruitcake is a big thing during holidays. I can't
Yeah.
stand fruitcake.
I never used to, and then somebody gave me some last year, and it's like, this isn't bad.
That's funny.
He got old.
But it's like I got old. I like plums now. I was like, I never used to like plums.
Really? I actually like plums. I actually do.
Yeah, but you're old too.
It's true. It's true. I guess we were tattered as old.
And then we got Monica.
She's still sleeping.
Yeah. She has visions of sugar plums dancing in her head.
Mm-hmm. She is out like a light, man.
Oh yeah. I could throw bottle caps at her.
She wouldn't know.
And I think we lost Tom about an hour ago.
Gotcha.
And Cruz, he's betting on something. And nobody's answering. Maybe Facebook just died.
Nah, it's all right.
So I saw one of the last subjects we'll talk about tonight.
No worries.
Fanboy Expo finally cashing in on Stan Lee dying.
Really?
Yep. You can buy Stan Lee autographed comics for $120 now from them.
Wow. This isn't Informa, right? This is the Fanboy Expo.
This is Fanboy Expo.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
That quick, huh?
That quick. Well, it lasted longer than I thought.
Yeah.
At least in a lot of my groups, everybody said you're going to have to give it a week to 2 weeks before you even try to sell anything with the signatures, out of respect. But Fanboy Expo, already up there.
That's crazy.
And $120 a comic.
That's ridiculous. And there's people out there going to pay for it too.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got all these people who don't know who the hell Stan Lee is. He's the guy in the movies.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
What was I watching? I was watching something the other night. I didn't watch it. It was something, I think it was something on Netflix that I've come across about Stan Lee. See, somebody's like, is it true that Daredevil got canceled? I figured you guys would know. It probably did, Melissa. I don't know for sure.
There's been no official announcement on it. As far as the actors and actresses are saying, it's still going. But as of right now, it's very possible that they're going to be.
They're pulling all of them because with Disney, we were talking about this earlier, Melissa, that Disney, with them starting their streaming service, they're kind of pulling all their stuff away from Netflix.
Yeah, Disney Plus, getting ready for that process.
Yeah.
Streaming service.
Now, if they want to make me happy, they'll do me a Ghost Rider.
I really want to see a Ghost Rider and a Moon Knight.
Moon Knight would be good. So did Xander put up that Moon Knight anywhere?
We don't really have room to put it up anywhere where we're at, so we put it in a nice place so that it won't get damaged, so that he has room for it when he has a chance to. So
I was looking to see Collider, Daredevil canceled by Netflix.
oh wow, I guess it's true.
Yep, they did. Netflix has canceled Daredevil after 3
8 hours
seasons.
ago. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. This is new. That's why I haven't read anything recently. So.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. So yeah, Melissa, you gave us breaking news.
Here at Muppet Labs, no.
Yeah, 'cause they're talking about how Iron Fist wasn't surprising.
No.
But Luke Cage was very surprising. So I'm saying Daredevil, Jessica Jones is next.
Yeah.
And I bet you Punisher.
Yeah. Well, I think they're gonna push the second season, but then it'll be done after that.
That's all because of Disney, right?
Yeah, the Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Disney's gonna take everything from Netflix.
Yeah.
So Netflix better find something or they're doomed.
Well, they do have some things. They have two things. They have Mark Millar's stuff that they bought, so they have that they're launching. And they also have, I know it's going to sound really funny for me to say it, but I think it will rejuvenate things to a certain degree. I could be wrong. But they're also launching the Extreme Studio stuff, Youngblood from Rob Liefeld, and all his stuff that they purchased a deal for that. So they're going to replace that with other.
Well, I'm not talking just that. They're losing all the Disney.
Oh, yeah, all the Disney movies, all the Star Wars stuff,
yeah,
all that stuff. I know, I agree.
Are they going to be able to recoup enough back?
I mean, I think so. I believe so because they still have. Well, no, they don't have many of the Warner Brothers stuff, so they get into 1-2 punch.
Yeah,
it's gonna equal out and level out all the playing fields. And so,
well, not really. Disney's going to have the upper hand.
Like usual.
Yeah, for sure.
Disney's going to have the upper hand. They own everything. I know. Touchstone. They own Touchstone. A lot of people don't understand.
Oh, yeah,
They own
other. That's also gonna understand. They've got all the Fox. They've got all the Alien, the horror franchises, the Alien, the Simpsons.
Yeah.
Family Guy, all that stuff that's on Netflix and Hulu is gonna be. But see, Disney also owns a portion of Hulu. So that's also like, how's that gonna work? Are they going to keep Runaways, keep certain things?
They probably will.
They may use Hulu as their Fox branch outlet, because Disney doesn't always carry the raunchier stuff. They want to have a certain look.
Oh yeah, and then they're doing a live action Cowboy Bebop Netflix.
Oh yeah, that's a big thing for Netflix. That's what they're planning, because Netflix just had a huge announcement about them ramping up their anime division. And so that's happening for them too.
And that's fine, but they have to get better. I mean, I love Bleach. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But there's still from Death Note to Bleach, you've seen such a huge.
Well, I think what I'm talking about, I think that's important. That's important with the live action stuff. But what I think is also going to happen, which I'm hoping is going to happen, which would be a smart business move if they do it, depending on the finances they need to do it, is like I'm saying with the Evangelion, Neogenesis. They're putting the library of this series on. So if they are doing what I hope they're doing, they're looking and buying up licenses for old solid ground anime that we grew up watching, like Berserk, like Guyver, like Fist of the North Star, like Appleseed, like those things like that, and they're going to put them on the streaming service, and then eventually start launching additional animes. I think that's going to be one branch they're going to focus on.
That's if they can show they can do it. You got to remember, we already got the Funimation channel. We already got.
Oh, absolutely. Because Funimation has Guyver, it has Fist, it has a lot of that Ranma 1/2. It has a lot of that stuff. Record of the Lotus War. They have Record of the Lotus War. I mean, most places don't have that.
Well, and you got to remember, they don't. Netflix does not have good. How do I say it? They're not negotiating well to get these rights.
I could see that.
You saw Seven Deadly Sins after season 3.
Yeah.
We had to wait 4 years for season 3 just because Netflix couldn't negotiate to get.
I didn't know that.
They screwed up. That's why the second season is 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Because they screwed up the negotiating during that second season.
Gotcha.
We've been sitting here waiting 3 to 4 years for season 3.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I got the luxury of seeing it all right at the same time.
Exactly. But yeah, they don't. When they're trying to negotiate for these animes, they're not doing a good job.
Gotcha.
That's why there's such a big gap.
I mean, there could be something under their sleeve that they're not telling nobody about that we're going to find out till Disney does their change. Who knows?
I'm just hoping, because after who was Disney with before they partnered with Disney? There was somebody. Oh, God. It was about 3 years ago. Netflix was with somebody and they pulled
another
out
streaming company.
Another one like Disney or something.
Okay.
A big name.
Gotcha.
And when they pulled out, they got hurt, and that's why they had to turn around and bring Disney into the fold.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
Now that's why if you go on Netflix, almost everything's a Disney movie somewhere.
That makes sense. Gotcha. I see what you're saying.
So if Disney pulls everything, and Disney might not. Disney might be, hey, you know what? We're going to slowly pull so you can come back.
Yeah.
But Disney must be an ass and kill Netflix. I'm pulling everything.
Yeah.
2/3 of everything on Netflix is Disney.
Yeah. It's like Melissa's saying they're doing live action Cowboy Bebop. I don't know how they're going to translate that well.
Well,
I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm not sure.
they can do it. I mean, they're doing the live action Jungle Book.
Yeah. Which is technically not live action other than Mowgli.
Yeah.
Everything's animated still.
That's my bitch about the Lion King.
Yeah.
I know everybody went berserk over the trailer.
Yeah.
How can you call it live action if it's
not
all
live action,
CGI?
It's all CGI.
It's not live action.
Yeah.
Would I like to see it? Yes. Is it live action? No.
Yeah.
Don't call it live action. Call it a better animated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Newly refurbished. I don't know. Something.
Yeah. But don't call it live action
No,
when
it's
it's
not
not
live
live
action.
action. I mean, half the time me and Graven aren't even live action.
No, we have a huge team of people that are rotoscoping us into this environment and doing 3D mock-ups of us in ZBrush. So
And it's not me.
And it's yes.
Yeah, our program director is not good enough for that.
Yeah.
No, I am not. I will agree with you.
But yeah, I mean, that's one of the other movies coming up. I forgot because I saw the trailer. Before we go, thinking back to movies. What do you think about Mary Poppins Returns?
I won't see it. I love the original. I grew up watching that one, Long Bedknobs and Broomsticks and all that old genuine stuff.
Chitty Bang Wang.
Yeah. But for like the Mary Poppins thing, I'm sure it's enjoyable for people. I'm not saying don't be excited, but I just don't think it's needed. I understand why Disney's doing it from their marketing standpoint and their business. They're taking all their old stuff and trying to make it live action or reinventing it so it shows a new generation the stories in a different way, but it's not needed. Create new stuff.
No.
Create new stuff. The legacy was not, didn't need to be built on that, even though Walt was constantly creating, yes, innovations in other areas, but he was still taking classics and making it his own again, which is fine. I understand that, but they haven't. The only thing that's been innovative is the stuff they've done with Pixar, and other than that, they're not doing anything that's touting the ability of Disney being an original IP creator. Let's create some new stuff. It's all right. Next year it's Aladdin. Next year it's this. Next year it's that. I don't want to see all that.
And I told you before, I was excited for Aladdin, but the more I keep hearing about it, the more I'm dreading it.
Yeah,
it's like.
And I love Aladdin. Aladdin's one of my favorite films. And I'm not a big Disney fan for a lot of reasons, but I am for Aladdin.
When Aladdin came out on video, I remember when it came out on video, because before one of our football games, you see all these football players sitting in our friend's house watching Aladdin before the football game.
I believe it.
Cracking up laughing, Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah.
But you see the whole starting lineup of the football team sitting there watching Aladdin.
That's funny.
And then we go into the locker room and we listen to Enter Sandman. That's how we got into.
That's hilarious.
So you go from Aladdin to
Enter
Sandman.
There you go. Well, you were in the Arabian Nights.
Okay, guys, I think we're about done for tonight.
Yeah, it's fine. We can be done.
Graven looks like he's gonna fall asleep.
I'm fading a little bit, I guess. Sorry, guys.
I'm fading too. It's been a long one. Had fun with everybody.
Yeah,
Melissa,
thanks for everybody joining us. Yep.
Melissa, Brandon, Tom,
Cruz,
Daryl,
John, Jimmy, Nate,
Eric,
Lance.
I thought Lance would talk a little bit more.
Brandon.
Brandon,
Mm-hmm.
and Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
Only one who noticed that I did shave. I didn't shave, I trimmed.
Yeah, that's true. Daryl, everybody, Lee. It was great to see everybody, talk to everybody.
Good night, Melissa. Have a good one. And Melissa has a show coming up here.
December 8th.
December 8th.
Yeah, that's the next quarter throwdown. It's on a Saturday. It's going to be what Give Kids the World, I believe.
I believe so.
Yeah.
It's also the same weekend as Jekyll
and HypeCon, yeah, for sure. So yeah, thanks guys for joining us tonight. We'll be back, same back time, same back channel, all that good stuff.
One of these days.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we should do it like Melissa and just change up days on everybody. Screw with people.
Yeah, like what the heck are these guys doing? They have no life. They're here on a Saturday.
No, I can't do Saturday. We could do a Tuesday.
There you go.
Because Tuesdays it seemed like they cleared up on us.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Since everybody was Thursdays.
Yeah. Well, thanks as always, guys. We really do appreciate you guys listening in and joining us. So hope you guys have a great rest of the night and great weekend. And hopefully if you're able to make it, see us all at the Infinity Toy and Holiday Con happening on Sunday, December 2nd. $8 are your tickets for that. Children, what, 12 and 10 and under are free. Under. Yeah, it's going to be at the Holiday Inn by UCF, Holiday Inn East, on the corner of Alafaya and Colonial. So come on out, guys.
Yeah. See, and he doesn't get paid to pitch all this, so it's like, yeah. How you doing?
At least do him a favor and go see him.
Yeah, love to see you guys. Come on out.
He's Big J for the weekend, so.
Yeah, I'm Big J. Big G. Big G's Toys. I'm sorry.
all profits go to OCD.
Exactly. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Have a good one.
Till
Talk to you guys later.
Keep rocking.
Bye.